What up, Dokkaners? This is a follow-up video to the previous data download video. The global data download dropped about an hour or two into the Ultra Zamasu release, so I wasn't quite able to cover it at the time. But I figured I would just make another video because there's a few things that I want to just make into a video anyway, so I might as well jumble it all in here. So we're going to talk about the data download spread that we see from Proton. We're going to follow up on the unit details because a couple of them were a little confusing. We're going to talk about potential ID tables. We're going to talk about the schedule, we're going to talk about missions, and we're going to talk about should you or should you not summon. That is probably the most important thing that you guys are maybe looking forward to, so we'll save that for the end. For now, let's just jump in from the top here. So Proton posted all the assets for both Global and JP. Unlike JP, Global gets tickets. So it's a pity banner. Both versions are getting pity. So on top of that, and your 21 free tickets, which by the time you're watching this video, it's likely that the 21 free tickets will have gone. So hopefully you got it. Hopefully you got those tickets because they will not be available when this banner actually releases. So please, please, please get those taken care of. But besides that and the pity, you can also get these premium legendary summon tickets. It will cost you money, but this is another option that global players get where they spend, real money. They don't have to spend any dragon stones, but they can still do the summons without actually spending their dragon stones. So that could be a win for some of you guys. And I don't know why the Go Bros are in here. Might just be asset updates because we only see the SSR and the TWAR. We don't see more than that. But anyway, that's all that we've got from this. That's really important. I don't think there's anything else here. Let's just quickly scroll through and see if there's anything else. We got the new TUR possessed baby characters. We'll take a look at that. They were all 3-turn slot 3 supports, which is really nice. And we've got the new Chi-Chi. That is going to be a fun world tournament. We need to follow up on that because there was a question of whether her 12 key was a stacking super. Pretty sure it wasn't, even though the Google Translate makes it look like it is. You just can't trust that stupid thing. Weakness to the Super EZA is Super Saiyan 2. Okay, we got burst mode coming up for the Hellfighter 17. We've got the world tournament banner. We got the pity coin. We got the premium legendary summon. Oh, it's a 30 ticket. Okay. So you'll be doing a 30 unit multi, probably with like 3 featured SSRs or something like that. And then we got the battle motion. I'm really scared. I don't want to see any. I don't want to see any follow-up tweets. Okay, so that's the global W right there. For pity, you have to spend 1,000 stones to get a copy. So depending on who you are, that might be worth it. Honestly, I don't think it is. But it is entirely dependent on your personal situation and also, of course, the banner. And your thoughts on the corroded body and mind category as a whole. Now let's follow up on the unit details. Check out the previous video for the full breakdown. I'm not going to spend too much time. I just want to make sure I understand a few things here. For Vegeta's Super EZA, it was in fact 600% attack. And it was... Okay, so all of the conditions, whether it was like Bulma, Trunks, Goku, all of that was in the same condition here. And that is a one-time boost. This guy is looking pretty good. And more importantly, for a world tournament, this guy is looking really promising. And it's awesome because this guy and the Broly both recently received Super Easy. So the next world tournament, which is in just a couple of days, is going to be not only sweaty because of this, but also just vastly different in terms of flow. I feel like it's going to be a lot faster because of now, Piccolo is still the #1 choice. But now, if Piccolo's not on the rotation, you've got some really nice fallbacks with Broly slot 1 or even Vegeta slot 1. Things are looking pretty good. Plus, the ease of orb acquisitions for that Vegeta. Very, very nice. This guy had dodging, right? High chance to dodge, 17%, 17%. Yep. The Goku, there was a weird translation where... Okay, I was right. Critical plus 30%. Stupid Google Translate turned this into attention rate 30%. I don't know what the hell that means. So yeah, I was right. It was critical 30. He gets 50% damage reduction. He's got high chance to crit. He gets even more crit. He gets combos. So if anything, you could go dodge, but it's a free to play. Okay, let's look at Chi-Chi. So Chi-Chi, I want to just go through this again. So she provides support for 2 turns. Okay. For Goku's family. Attack and defense 100%. High chance to launch an additional super. So I was right. The wording is in fact different. So remember, when it comes to additional attacks, it is a 50-50 chance if the additional attack ends up being a super or a regular. So a high chance of launching an additional super attack is basically the same thing, but it is a different condition. 50% chance to just outright launch a super attack. High chance to launch a crit. When there's a Goku's family ally attacking in the same turn, key +3 attack and defense plus 100%. Great chance to launch an additional super. When Goku is attacking in the same turn, now you have a confirmed additional attack, but then that attack, unlike its normal rate, which is 50-50, now becomes a 70% chance of becoming a super. All allies defense plus 30%, yada, yada, yada. All right, cool. And then for the super attack, just as I thought, not permanent, raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal. No comma, no perma. And then greatly raise attack and defense here, cause mega colossal. Okay, so I was right. Chi-Chi still looks promising because of the crazy combo power that we've got, plus the defense. Without much dodge and nothing else, defensively, she can be an issue on paper, but we're going to have to see. So this is not really something, even when we get a copy of the Chi-Chi, that's 1 copy or 2, I feel like that's still not going to be an adequate enough representation for her like first showcase, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, quickly looking at the baby possessed characters, all 3 of them raise attack by 18%. And then, yes, so we were changing orbs from their initial typing to STR in favor of the Dokkan Festival Bebe, and then each of them had slightly different effects. The Goten supported attack and defense. The Gohan supported defense and damage reduction. Team damage reduction. This is, we don't have that too often, but this is another free-to-play character that has that. And then Trunks was attack and critical. So they're all characters you want to be putting in slot 3, and I would recommend for all of them to just be max dodge, because they're not meant to be damage dealing crazy characters. They're really just meant to support in these limited capacities. It's not even limited, it's actually pretty good. 18% attack for 3 turns is crazy good. So keep that in mind. Assuming you've got all 3 of these guys in slot 3, every single turn you're getting 18%. So actually you're rocking what, 54% attack every turn, and it'll never expire as long as they stay in slot 3. So by committee, this is actually a pretty stacked lineup. Then we've got the new possessed, I think we're gonna call it Baby Bros. It sounds weird, but it also kind of fits. LR Baby Bros is what we're gonna be calling this. And in terms of medals, I didn't point this out before, 70 of the previous Dokkan Festival Bebe, and then 15 and 15. There's going to be new medals. Actually, I don't think there's a new medal, but there's going to be new stages on the Dragon Ball Story event, I think. And then you'll need these older medals to Dokkan Awaken these guys, so you can actually get it now if you want. All right, so that clears all of the new information for characters. Just clarifying again, banner is dropping tonight, so make sure you guys tune in. I will be going live to summon as long as the weather allows me to. Stupid cold weather ruined my summons on Ultra Zamasu. Let's see if it does the same thing for the Baby Bros. We shall see. Now, the last thing here is the data tables, the IDs. This is usually what he talks about after a data download, so shout out Proton. After this latest data download, the ID ratio between 3:1 indicates a new TUR. All new cards and EZA IDs in this data download are sequential, so there are no other gaps. So it looks like just a new TUR. I'm wondering if that's gonna be something baby related, or perhaps it's something. Wait, actually, TUR EZA. So okay, before I point out this right here, I was thinking kind of maybe we could be looking at the AGL Super Baby 1 getting an EZA, but then I realized the timing. It is October 15th. We're coming up on Halloween, and just because there's an ID gap in the system, in the files, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be paying off immediately. It's something that can happen down the road. So in 2 weeks, we're coming up on Halloween. We could be getting an EZA for last year's Kid Icarus character, which is actually a really good point brought up by LT Raider. So yeah, it could just be that, but that's all we've got. So nothing crazy, no super easy on the horizon, nothing like that, as much as we may have wanted it. But still, I'm pretty happy. Like for a dud celebration, quote unquote, this is, you know, this is what we consider the snooze fest. This is pretty good. This is not pretty good, it's really good. So lastly, should you or should you not summon? The answer is you should not summon past the free tickets, in my opinion. Simply put, it's a corroded body and mind category. It's not a category that must get the attention right away. Of course, every category deserves to get better, but if it means sacrificing the resources that you would be using for the even bigger prizes down the road, I just don't think that that's worth it. This is one of those characters that you can very easily just toss aside for now, and when it comes back down the road, you can worry about it then. There are plenty of other corroded body and mind characters, other options. You've got the Goku Black Rose clones. I think that honestly is the nail in the coffin when it comes to this. Obviously, if you like the baby arc, you like these characters, that's a different story. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to those of you that are on the fence. Yes, if you don't summon this character, it could affect you on some missions. That's how Dokkan is. But in general, I just think, in the grand scheme of things, Corroded Body and Mind is actually in a pretty decent place right now, considering the free-to-play options, the summonable options, the established categories and characters from before. You don't need too much more unless you're a whale. So outside of your 3 free 7-unit multis, which I know, you guys, it's very, I understand. It's not a GSSR, so it's basically just a bunch of Rs and SRs. I get it. But I just don't think you should be spending that money. You guys should be saving up. Things are getting pretty interesting pretty soon. And even in the global data files, we still have this upcoming repeat of the 10th anniversary story event where we got access to the free-to-play reversible exchange Goten Trunks. That's got to mean something. I have a feeling we're going to be getting some stuff soon about the lead up to the 11th anniversary. Don't forget, in 10 days, JP is going to be having their fan meetup. So they'll probably mention some stuff about the 11th anniversary during that time. And along the way, we could be getting more stuff. Wait, we got 2 missions here? Wait, what's this? It's the EX orbs. Dude, I hate these things, man. These suck. All right, whatever. It's better than nothing. New EX orb missions specifically for the LR baby bros are right there. And then the rest of we've already talked about in the previous video. So yeah, don't summon. Watch me summon. Let me do the summoning for you. You can get your fix and live vicariously through my summons. Because of course, you know I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get lucky because I got them YouTuber rates that everybody hates. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on all the stuff that's coming up. Also, let me know if I mumbled any gibberish here because I am pretty sleepy recording this. But yeah, seriously, let me know your thoughts on all that's coming up. This is actually looking pretty good for a dud celebration. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you going to be summoning? If so, how many stones are you going to be spending outside of your free tickets? Let me know your plans for this banner in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more of myself. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.